Hello students, welcome to your class. This is your moral science class. Today we are going to learn a new story, that is A Foolish Monkey. From this story we could learn that we should not jump into an actions without thinking. We should always stand back. We should stand back and apply some thoughts what we are doing. We should always think before we act. So let's learn the story. Let's read the story. Once upon a time, a king gave a holiday to all the royal workers in his kingdom. The king's gardener also wanted to avail a day's holiday, but he had to water the plants at the royal garden. It was summer time, and he could not leave the plants without water. He knew that if the plants died, he would have to face the king's wrath. So he thought of assigning the task of watering the plants to someone else. So from here, what we will learn that once a king declared a holiday to all the royal workers who worked to the kingdom. In his kingdom, so he gave a holiday to all of them. Similarly, the king's gardener also wanted the holiday, but because of the summer time, he had to water the plants daily, so he could not take a day off. So what did he do? He assigned the task of watering the plants to someone else. Just then he saw some monkeys having fun and frolic in the king's garden and got a strange idea. The gardener got a strange idea. What did he saw? The gardener saw that there are some monkeys are there who were having fun. So he got a strange idea. He approached the chief of the monkeys and said, "You must consider yourself lucky to be living in the royal garden. You get to play on the lush green trees and eat the fresh fruits from the garden. You must do something to show your gratitude towards the king." All the monkeys were listening carefully to the gardener. The gardener further added, "The king has given a day's holiday to all the royal workers, but I cannot go anywhere as I have to water the plants. If you agree to water the plants for one day, the king would be very happy with you, and I would also be able to go out with my friends." The chief of the monkeys readily agreed to do the job and said, "We shall be glad to do that for our generous king." The gardener gave the watering pots to the monkeys and went away. When the monkeys began to water the young trees, a query popped in their mind. They asked their chief, "How shall we know when each tree has been given enough water?" The chief of the monkeys scratched his head for a while and said, "Pull up each young tree and look at the length of its roots. Give more water to the trees with long roots and only a little to the ones that have short roots." Then the stupid monkeys uprooted all the trees of the garden to see which tree had long roots and which had short roots. When the gardener came back the next day, he was taken aback to see the deplorable condition of the royal garden. He could do nothing but repent over his act of foolishness. What did you learn from the story? That we should not assign a foolish person into a job. We should beware of a foolish friend. He can cause you more harm than your enemy. If you have a foolish friend, he can cause you more harm than your enemy could. So, you should beware of a foolish person. This is the moral of the story. Hope you have understood the story. Read the story well. If you face any problem, you can ask me. Thank you for watching.